Hey, welcome back to my channel, y'all. So it's the middle of the night over here, and my husband's sleeping. He should be up any moment now, but my mother-in-law has dementia. She's amped up in there. She was singing "There Will Be Peace in the Valley" for me. I guess she's heard Elvis one too many times. I don't know, but I'm just sitting here. I got me some comfort food that I just made. This is macaroni and cheese. Y'all are gonna gross out. Macaroni and cheese with tuna and peas and sour cream. I don't know where I discovered this recipe. It's just something that my son and I have enjoyed for a long time, and he still enjoys it. And I think he's got his wife eating it with him too now. But maybe I was on my last dime or something. I can't remember. And just maybe that's all I had in the house, and just put it together to see what it would be like. But I enjoy it. So y'all share with me what your comfort food is. And before I let you go, I wanted to share an excerpt from this book that I have been reading. And this is called The Embrace of Grace by Caleb D. Thompson. And it's it's an amazing book. What God put him through. He and his twin brother were falsely accused, and both of them ended up in prison for several years. And talks about what he went through. But when I got to chapter 6, I'm like, oh, I need to share this with people. But this chapter is called Grace Upon Grace, and the little, I don't know what you call that little thing at the beginning before the chapter starts. The opposite of weakness is not strength, but grace. The opposite of sin is not virtue, but grace. The opposite of sickness is not health, but grace. We are not promised days without nights, comfort without pain, laughter without sorrow, joy without grief, or sun without rain. But we are promised grace for the day, light for the way, strength for the journey, and peace in the storm. So testified Annie Johnson Flint about her own thorn in the flesh. And after reading this, I want to go find her story and read it. I've never heard of her before. Orphaned at 3, she and her little sister were left unwelcomed at the home of a poor widow who had 3 children she was already struggling to feed and clothe. After years of receiving begrudging care, the girls were adopted by a childless couple who showered them with love for several years before their untimely deaths left the girls orphaned once again. Recognized for her talent at piano and poetry, Annie was offered a considerable salary to tutor privileged children at a boarding school. Her prospects had never been brighter, but before she could accept the generous offer, arthritis began to cripple her limbs and turn her fingers into grotesque claws. Just when the sun had started to shine on her life, clouds swept into the sky and shadowed the landscape. But instead of focusing on her grief, she fixed her eyes on Jesus. Believing that God intended to show himself strong through her weakness, she embraced the promise. My grace is sufficient for thee, for my strength is made perfect in weakness. And she responded with the heroism of Paul. Most gladly, therefore, will I rather glory in my infirmities, that the power of Christ may rest upon me. For 37 years of increasing helplessness, as her joints became rigid and the pain increased, she would turn her head toward the nightstand, clutch a pen in her misshapen fingers, and painfully write a few blessed lines of poetry. She could not have known that those words would be offering comfort to troubled hearts over 100 years later. Had her dreams been fulfilled, she would have faded into oblivion, but by her weakness, the power of Christ immortalized her testimony. During an episode of crippling complications, unable to hold a pen herself, she dictated a song that would comfort my heart in one of the most difficult hours. And I'm not going to tell you what that song is. You got to go out and get the book. So I'm excited to read the rest of it. But I don't know. I don't even know where I got this book. Probably at a book sale, or maybe somebody gave it to me. But it's called The Embrace of Grace by Caleb D. Thompson. So go out and see if you can find that book. Make you some comfort food, whatever it is. It doesn't have to be macaroni and cheese with tuna and peas. And don't forget the sour cream if you do make it. But yeah, I'm going to sit here and enjoy that and do some reading and while I'm waiting for my husband to wake up. And I hope y'all have a blessed rest of the day. It's like middle of the night, so things are backwards around here for us. But God bless you. Remember, stay prayed up, stay listening up for the trumpet sound, and stay looking up for Jesus to come back. All right. Y'all have a good one.